Peace be upon you. I am Qadi Tayyib, and this is Quranomics. This is part 17 from the Islam of the Quran to Islam of Hadith. Imam Al-Shafi'i, the true founder of traditional Sunni Islam religion. Title: Marginalization of the mind. The doctor of epistemology, cognitive theory of Al-Shafi'i is based on two major and minor sources. As for the major, it is the one that says that God, He sent down the book to explain everything, page 106. As for the minor, it is more similar to the conclusion drawn from the first necessarily. No calamity descends upon any of the people of God's religion unless there is in God's book the evidence for the path of guidance in it, page 20. Al-Shafi'i makes the Quran the complete book and a clarification of everything. And Al-Shafi'i adds, he who is ignorant of it does not know, and he who knows it is not ignorant, page 19. Now in the role statement, but what is hidden from the follower of Al-Shafi'i is that the phrase, and we have sent down to you the book to clarify everything, is fragmented from a full verse. And if the phrase is divisible by wording, as Al-Shafi'i and those who came after him do a fragmentation of the verses or phrases from completed verses chopped off. And the complete verse is, and on the day we raise in every nation a witness against them from themselves, and we bring you as a witness against these. And we sent down to you the book as a clarification of everything and as guidance, mercy, and good tidings to the Muslims. The course of the course of the verse, as is clear from its entire context, is on account of the day of judgment, thus completing the verse immediately preceding it. Those who disbelieved and barred from the way of God, we have increased their punishment above the punishment for what they used to do, mischief. Al-Nahl 88. It is known that it is a verse from the Meccan era, and the Quran did not include after the verses of ruling regarding the calamities of this world. So its entire orbit is in the hereafter and its bliss. The clarification on which the verse speaks is not to clarify everything in the affairs of this world, but rather to clarify everything in the affairs of the hereafter and the accountability on the day of the hereafter. And by removing the meaning from the hereafter to the world, to the present, and it is a deliberate marginalization of the essence and placing it in a possible angle. This is by estimating the infinite Sunnah in terms of the timelessness of the infinite Quranic text. Al-Shafi'i was not naive to delude his followers that the Quranic text, and exclusively of Medina and its 20 surahs compared to 82 Meccan surahs and 12 different others, could include all the provisions of calamities, which by definition all theologians and jurists alike are infinite. So we know from here that Al-Shafi'i was chopping up verses and claiming that everything that happens in this world is in these verses, and he's chopping verses from that belongs to hereafter and on Judgment Day and bringing it into this world and try to raise around it a support from his own belief. So as I explained, chopping up verses and bringing, just because he needs that one verse, just because he needs that last verse, he will disregard the verse before it and bring that verse in and put it with the other verses that he conjured up and make it look official. But when you go to the Quran and read what's before and after the main course, you'll find out that it does not belong where Al-Shafi'i said it does. So This is just one example of how a Shafi'i chops up the verses and trying to claim that everything and all the everything that belongs in this world is in there. So because he's trying to legitimize the Sunnah, that the Sunnah has the right to tell everybody what to do. Now, this is a quick one on verse on part 17. We will follow it up with part 18. I'm Qadi Tayyib. This is Quranomics, and we will see you again.